So guys, welcome back again. I think there is something wrong with the technology here, but hey, once we establish it, once we kind of get to a level, wherein it's more ongoing, we'll be fine. So let's quickly go right at it where we were. So guys, again, let me just reinitiate this. I'm trying to have this discussion every week with you folks, wherein I get an opportunity to talk to you. And if right now, if you're feeling there is no audio, I hope I fixed the audio here, but I don't know. There was this issue earlier. Let me just check on my phone if there's any message. Yes. So just let me know if you're getting the audio right. With this podcast, guys, with this video Q&A, I'll be trying to answer your question. Question that you may have, anything and everything around fitness. You can just have to do what you have to do. Just go to hashtag Ask Tarun Gill, and I'll be very happy to answer. Last time I just tried to do it about 10 minutes. Hey, there were some glitches. Obviously, the audio wasn't it wasn't audible. You couldn't hear it, but now I've fixed that issue. So guys, let's go quickly right at it. So I'm going to go with my Twitter handle first, because that's where I've been getting questions too. So Sandeep just posted saying that Tarun, there is no audio in the podcast. So Sandeep, I hope you can hear me now. The audio is back now. Coming back to questions, guys. So it's constant comments come from Ramachandran to me. He says to me that, Tarun, shall I use animal cut at morning and C4 ripped in the evening as a pre-workout, because usually my session is in the evening. So Ramachandran, this is my recommendation to you. If you're trying to lose weight, try to work out in the morning. Yeah, you really don't have to do anything in the evening, because it has been my experience in the past that if you're trying to push yourself in the morning on an empty stomach because you've had a fast for about 6 to 8 hours, with your sleep, this will work wonders for you, and that too a good fat burner before that, he will do wonders. But avoid C4. C4 has, any pre-workout would have a creatine monohydrate element onto it, and creatine, we all know, gives water retention. It just adds volume to your muscle, which is what you don't want right now. If you're thinking pre-workout or taking creatine will add muscle, it won't do. If you're already fat, if you're trying to lose weight, guys, here's my recommendation: do not take creatine. Creatine will only add you strength, and that strength will be some water retention too. If you're trying to look ripped, if you're trying to minimize your body fat, guys, stay away from creatine initially. And once you see that you've minimized your body fat and you've got a body fat at a considerable percentage which you're happy with, then add creatine for your strength so that you could lift heavier. So Ramachandran, no C4, try to work out in the morning, and you can use animal cuts. Now comes Adit's question: what are the ways you think fitness in India can evolve in the next few years? I think it's a very good question, Adit. I think the best way fitness can evolve in India is if you were to have a good infrastructure. If you see most of the trainers in India, they come from a very mediocre background. It's not their fault. It's just that there are no institutes in India which support this lifestyle. Just imagine, I'll ask you that question, Adit. What do you think your parents will tell you, or you as a parent would tell your kids to become a fitness trainer? Probably not, because in India still fitness is considered not to be a full-time profession. That is exactly what we're trying to do here. We're trying to educate people, inform people, tell them that what fitness before it goes to the next level. Next question is from Goham. Now, Goham says, L-carnitine supplement works for fat loss. Yes, it does work for fat loss, only and only if you are patient, Goham. If you are not patient, if you're one of those guys who are impatient, trying to get a body of your dreams in days, then L-carnitine is not for you. Remember, L-carnitine is an old school product, man. And L-carnitine, chromium, all this, they don't have caffeine. So anything which does not have a stimulant or a caffeine works very, very slow. If you are patient, you can invest some time and hoping that this product will work. Yes, you can. But I'll tell you how you should take it. L-carnitine should also always be taken before your workouts or before your meals, because it works as a carb blocker. You don't have to worry about anything else. It's not the kind of a fat burner which will get your heart rate up, or it will give you those shakes and shivers. No, it works at the back end. You probably won't even know. That's why it's very, very slow. My recommendation to you is try it out, but L-carnitine is a supplement. For most, it doesn't work. So I would urge you not to spend money on L-carnitine. Rather, go for animal cut or something which is a little more potent and help you with your even concentration level with mild caffeine dosage. That's the only way you can get the best out of your fat burner. Now comes Sandeep's question. Sandeep, here's what it is. What macros for me? I'm an endo, meso, 88 kilos. I've lost about 20 kilos. I'm 6 feet tall, 25 years, and I want muscles. So Sandeep, to get muscles and your body type is pretty cool in endomorph and a mix of endomorph and mesomorph, which means you can pack on muscle easily and you can lose weight also very, very easy. So my recommendation to you is don't get into macros. First, you really need to do is you got to learn, get your right training pattern in place. Are you lifting heavy? You never talk about that. Are you eating clean? I really don't know about that. So first, you really need to figure out what exactly, if your diet is in place. When I say diet is in place, are you one of those guys? What is your lifestyle? Are you a working professional? Do you spend too much time partying, or you're one of those guys who live a very disciplined life? Basis that, then you can decide on the macros. But guys, I'll tell you something. If you want to pack on muscle, don't get inspired by these international fitness athletes, model YouTubers when it comes to your own macros, because those are the guys who have mastered the art of their macro breakdown. You really don't have to get onto that level. First, get to your basics right: training clean, training heavy, eating clean, sleeping on time, being more disciplined. Once you get into that level, then you can So the technology is playing up and down with us, guys. So bear with me on this. One sec. Yes, so it's a technology, guys. So I hope we are back on. So Ajit was asking me that is it okay? Is it necessary for us to wear a langote or a supporter while lifting? I think it's very, very important. There are two school of thoughts here. One school of thought says only if you're lifting heavy you should wear a langote. If you're lifting probably lighter weights, about 40 to 50% of your 1 RM, you don't have to. Plus, there are a lot of tight underwear available in the market for you to invest in. So it's up to you. I've seen people who've not wear jock straps, for years, and they haven't had any issues. They continue to do their workouts without any langote. But yes, guys, if you're looking out, if you want to be more fertile, if you want to be more productive, you want to live a healthier life, I would suggest you may want to wear a langote, especially when you're trying to do squats, because when you're doing squats, you're stressing too much on your abdominals, and abdominals will try to push the body down, and leading to that, you're more prone to develop a hernia around that time. So my recommendation to you is, if you have access, there's no harm wearing it. I know it feels a little tighter there, but again, it works. Do invest in it. It's not too expensive also, guys. Then Abhishek says to me that, sir, your videos are very motivational. I'm 97 kilos. I want to be transformed into proper shape. Please help me. You know what, Abhishek? I got good news for you. Very soon I'm going to be introducing a new book called 4 Weeks All You Need, wherein it's a free book as my TWA was, wherein you get to follow a diet for 4 weeks, a training plan, a supplementation plan for 4 weeks, which will get you a good, reasonably good body, so that you can get to your goal. So just hang in there, and it may not be a drastic transformation plan, but it'll be a good plan for you to get started and get great results. Because if you do get great results in the first 4 weeks, chances of you being consistent are a lot higher. So hang in there, buddy. Um, so Abhishek, different Abhishek Kumar Singh asked, is there any good brand in India that makes Greek yogurt? Of course, there is Danone there, Danone or Danone there. There's Mother Dairy there. They do have good Greek yogurt. You may go to La Marche, Big Bazaar, anywhere of the good grocery stores, and you will find these dahi or yogurts, Greek yogurts. They come with a flavored one also, vanilla, strawberry, but they're a little high in sugar. So probably watch out for that. You really don't want that. Just take plain Greek yogurt. Um, Blackfire says that, sir, can you do some type of lab testing on protein powders? Do they really claim that they're true with their food label, especially Muscle Place? Guys, they do their testing. All these companies, before they launch their products, they do their testing. Especially Muscle Place, they have a huge lab testing unit wherein they do this testing. Earlier, they had aspartame. They removed that aspartame because of the negative effects on the body. So I'm a believer of Indian products, guys. I really like Indian products for a simple fact, because they're cheaper too. They don't not too heavy on their pockets. Plus, they do pretty much the same thing. Whether it's a protein powder, BCAAs. I'll tell you something, which I'm going to be covering in a video also. The fact that most of the international protein providers take products from probably the same market in China. So, and then after they do their processing, the raw material is only available in China. So you can imagine, it's pretty much the same. You're only paying for a brand. So that's how it works. So they only do their lab testing. I hope that answers your question. He asking me again. He says, "I love your videos. Can you make a sample carb cycling diet, weight loss for vegetarian?" It's already there on my website, tarungillfitness.com. Guys, I got another good news for you. So I'm going to be revamping my site very soon, probably another week or so. Where you will see all of my latest plans. You'll see everything happening there for you to follow it. And I know there is only 1 week plan right now there. It's just that I've been doing too many things with my website, trying to take it to the next level so that it helps you. So very soon you get to see a more revamped website with lots and lots of more functionalities for you, like say videos, blog, reads, anything and everything around fitness you'll be able to read and download for free. So Kishore, I got next question from Kishore. He says that I've been trying to implement Jim Stopani's shortcut to shreds since 2 weeks. Should I follow this or do something else? So Kishore, all workouts, you have to see your convenience. And all workouts are very different. They do different things to different bodies. And if you were to ask me, should you follow that program? I would say, why not? Just see if it works. But remember, international training programs have a very low success rate with Indian bodies. But hey, I could be wrong here. People try to follow these international trainers, and I like James Stopani for the fact that I'm a big follower of his. I've read pretty much. All his books, I've read his Jim Stopani's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. I'm also kind of seen his app, what it does. And his PhD, I know pretty much about him. He's pretty good with stuff. But hey, unless and until you have access to him, plus he also has his monthly subscriptions, but if you don't have access to him, if you don't know how to kind of resolve those queries, it becomes almost impossible for you to follow it. So obviously go with a local program which you can actually change and customize. And if you want to follow an international program, ensure that you have access to that person so that it works differently for you. I know there is a bit of investment there, but hey, nothing comes for free. And Jim Stopani's, if you want to follow it, do try to speak with him in terms of how do I take it up, because I'm telling you, you would not be able to follow it. I can take you to the bank. You will not be following it to the T. Plus, the results would be very, very different. So my recommendation is to you is to first find a local guy, or probably you can follow my program. I can help you with that. Or if you really are keen to follow any international Jim Stopani, just drop him a note, drop him a mail saying, can you please help me out, customize this program, whatever stipulation, which I'm pretty sure he will say they're all available on the website. So just follow it from the website and see how that goes for you. For all you know, it works, right? Next is from Ryan Davis. He says that um, how about your opinion on protein powders versus supplements? What do you think? And we're back, guys. Again, technology. Please bear with me. So I was telling Ryan Davis about kettlebells. So kettlebells, you should have this workout, once in 3 weeks because it's very injury, it's very injury prone. You may want to kind of take your own time in developing it. So go a little easy on that. Then he's also asking me about Pilates, and Pilates is a great workout, guys. Don't get into the fact that it's for women. Nothing is for women or men, guys. If you really want to strengthen your core, or if you really want to make your core very, very effective and strong, I think Pilates is a great workout. Must give it a shot once in a while. Anshul Tamade says, need to get in contact with Amit from Unived and Body for Body Pro Expert who will immensely help promote Unived. I don't know, so I'll get in touch. I'll have Amit, share his details with you. Probably you can do that. Anurag says, hey Tarun, you've recently watching your videos. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much, Anurag. Uh, Mayank has a very interesting question. He says, how should we train the abs? Like alternate days or every day or once a week? Guys, I've done this video on it, but again, I'll share with you that abs is one of the most smallest body part, and it should be treated just like any other muscle group. But the good thing about abs is that it recovers very quickly. So you really don't have to wait for 48 hours or about 72 hours to train them again. You can do that every alternate days, or you can also do it 3 or 4 times a week, depending on your schedule. But yes, remember, you can't have the same ab workout every day. If you're trying to develop a chiseled washboard ab, one workout you should have for your lower, which means your hanging leg raises. The second session could be around your sides, obliques. The third could be around your upper abs. So just give some variation to it so that you hit it differently from different body parts. So you can train every alternate days your abs, but not once a week. Once a week, I think it's too less. Then comes Adit Chabria. Dilip Chabria. He said, during your transformation, how many hours a day did you put in working out? Guys, it's not the quantity, it's always the quality over quantity. If you really don't need hours and hours to train, but just have one session where you give your 200%. It could last you for about 45 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, depending on your commitment level. So it's quality over quantity, guys, always takes it. Then Amit Paul Anakar is asking me, how effective is HIT training, like a beach body focus or T25 or insanity workout? Guys, HIT training is very good, but HIT training should not be done every day because you will not be able to keep up with it for a simple fact. You will get mentally drained. And once you do that, you'll get into the mode of overtraining where you would not feel like training. You'll be burnt out, you'll be tired, you would not be in a mood to do anything. That's why I always tell people that, HIT training is good, to get you the results, but please vary them. Have 1 or 2 HIT workouts in a week if you really want to, tops. Don't go beyond that. An HIT training for a beach body, guys. If you're thinking of all those guys, doing HIT workouts on a beach with Jeff Seed and Steve Cook all the world, they do different workouts everywhere else. It's just to show off, guys. Remember that. It's just what they're trying to show off. That's not how they got that beach body. They got their body by working out in the gym. So you have to put in, if you want to get muscular. Oh man, I need some water. Can I get some water? So I'm just telling my wife to get me some water. It's like that. I've been talking for about good 15-20 minutes and I need some water, guys. Yeah, that's her hand. So HIT training you should avoid, to do it every day because it'll mentally drain you. Avoid it. Try to do it once or twice a week. All these guys, they haven't got that body by training HIT. They got their body by training in the gym, and they just do HIT to kind of show off, to make a video of it, guys. So remember that, Paul. Amit. Then there's a question from Vihag. Vihag says, I've been following you since last 3 months. I'm an endomorph. Everything is perfect except my facial fat and belly fat. Please help me out. Guys, this is a classic question, Vihag. I know, we all have issues with facial fat. We all have issues with belly fat. But remember, there is no such thing as spot reduction. Somebody actually posted a question on my YouTube saying, you've lost so much of facial fat. So I told them that the reason why I lost this facial fat is because I lost my body fat elsewhere too. You've heard this from people. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Spot reduction is not possible for your face. If you're really looking out for a shortcut, go for Botox. But Botox is going to be really expensive and really not good for your skin in the long run. So my suggestion to you is, try to lower your body fat through strength training. You really don't have to put too much of cardio, because I always tell people, I'm going to still tell you that, cardio, if you really want to do it after your strength training session for 15 to 20 minutes, unless or until you're a marathon runner or a sprinter trying to, compete in a professional sport. That's where you need to run and spend too much time in cardio. Otherwise, just if your goal is aesthetics, hey, do strength training, buddy. Kevin Thomas is asking me, saying that, I would like to know your take on HIIT training in the morning with evening strength training and hostel food tips. Great questions, Kevin. So HIIT training, sprinting is pretty good. If you don't have access to the gym, I think, sprint training, you should do it, thrice a week, as I said earlier, also twice or thrice tops. Since you're young, you're in college, you can hostel, you can do that. Evening strength training, what you're trying to tell me is that, you want to train twice a day. In the morning, you can do your cardio, and in the evening, you want to do your strength training. I think it's a lovely, great combination. But ensure that you have your right diet in place. If you're not eating enough, you will, your performance will take a backseat. And if your performance will take a backseat, you will not be able to grow. I'll give you my own example. Every time I train twice a day, though I do look leaner, but I don't look vascular, I don't look muscular, is because I lose a lot of muscle mass. So I would suggest, don't do HIIT training every day. Do like a steady cardio if you really want to do steady cardio. What I mean is, like, just do a small bit of running in the morning or do some ab workout. Here's what you can do if you really want to do it. In the same park where you do your HIIT training, probably go there and do your ab workout, which includes, your one day, as I said earlier, one day you can do your lower, the other day you can do your sides, third day you can do your upper abs. And then after that, you can do some sprinting, you can do some running once, you can do some steady cardio once a day, and in the evening do a strength training. But remember, once you come back from that morning workout, you got to eat. You got to eat high amount of protein, you got the right amount of carbs. I can help you with that. Just drop me a note in terms of your schedule. I'll help you with that diet. So I hope this answers your question, Kevin. For your hostel food tips, buddy, there is only mess food there. I love the mess food, but again, it gets a little messier and boring after some time. But hey, there's nothing you can do, buddy. Enjoy that college life. Trust me, I still miss my college days. Enjoy this food. Body you can always make if you're training right, but you're never going to get these days back. Enjoy this food. But ensure that you don't kind of gang up on too much of carbs in the night. You already know that. But hey, because you're young, you can still get away with that much of carb. It'll only help you back on muscle. So enjoy this life. Don't even think about too much of hostel food. Enjoy. Vidhu says, does creatine cause or accelerate the process of male baldness or hair loss? Some people have lost hair with creatine and some people hasn't. So it's just body's reaction. I've seen a lot of guys losing hair, and I've also seen a lot of guys do nothing with creatine. So it depends on body's reaction. But scientifically, it doesn't cause any hair loss, And some people also say, oh, it leads to kidney damage and shit like that. Nothing, guys. No protein or creatine can do any damage to your kidney. Not even a high protein diet can do anything to your kidney. So go at it. Don't even listen or don't even give a shit about those people. It's just one of those myths that people usually have. Then there's a question from, he just 10 minutes back, he's posted saying, Aftab Bansari says, how many grams of protein should come from whey supplement in a day when I'm following 200-gram protein diet? Aftab, depends on you, how much is your training and what your goal is. If your goal is to pack on muscle, I'm the kind of guy that will always tell you, anybody would always tell you, 70% short, 75% should always come from natural food, natural sources of protein, and only 25% should come from your whey protein powder. And that 25% should include after your weight training, because chicken or fish or any other protein sources after your weight training will not have the same quick absorption as your whey protein. So 25% from your whey protein, that's pretty much after your workout, and 75% is after your natural food resources. So that's where you should be. But from 200 grams, you're looking at about 150 grams from natural and 50 grams from your whey protein. Baines is asking me, does bodybuilding affect blood pressure? For those who suffer from high BP, if yes, what can they do? No, bodybuilding does not affect people with hypertension. On the contrary, it really helps. But yes, you really need to be very cognizant in particular about your heart rate. I suggest you weigh your heart rate. You should not take it to an extreme level if you were to do weight training in the right way. And weight training generally does not or will not take your heart rate at a level where if you do a sprinting or anything else, just do about a 40 to 50% of your 1 RM and you're very good. It will only help And we're back. Technology. Yeah. So, so I was talking about AC Karthik Kumar. He wanted to lose some fat from his thighs. So Karthik, you don't have to think about losing fat from your thighs, buddy. It's like, how can you lose fat from your bicep? It's not a good thing for guys. So just enjoy. Just try to do more squats, tone it up a bit, and you have excess fat on your butt, dude. You have an ideal combination of a Latino, man. You can probably do wonders with your physique, and girls, trust me, they dig for a good butt and thigh, man. Or you want to get rid of it, ask for guys who don't have that. Ask me or ask anyone else. So just try to tone it, try to get more in shape, and trust me, this will really work wonders for you. I can tell you that for a fact. And then comes another question. After I was just asking me again, saying how many egg yolks can I consume in a day when I'm losing fat and building muscle? Guys, it's again depending on your protein requirement. Egg yolks are not bad, and I've said that to you in the different videos. You can have egg yolks if you're having 4 egg yolks in a session, 4 eggs in a session. You can have 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites. It's absolutely okay. You don't have to worry about it. Depending on if you really want to have protein as your main source of requirement or your macros, I would suggest, depending also if you're taking chicken, fish alongside, I would suggest about 20 to 30% of your protein sources should come from your eggs, which means if you're looking at about 150 grams, you're looking at about 30 to 40 grams of protein through eggs, which is equivalent to 8 to 10 egg whites. 8 to 10 egg whites, if tops, you can look at having in a day. So yes, so that's what it is. And then next question comes from Coach Tara. He says, I have a body fat percentage of 12, want to pack on muscle mass, been training for 8 months, lifts heavy. What would be the best workout routine? The best workout routine for you, coach, is I think 12% body fat you have is pretty good. I think you're a very lean guy. If you really want to pack on muscle, you got to add carbs, buddy. You got to eat carbs. You got to add more meals. You don't have to worry too much about protein. You already are blessed with good genetics. 12% is pretty good. Just add more carbs so that you can lift even more heavier. It'll get you that bulk, and that bulk will look good on you. I'm not talking about water weight. I'm talking about muscle weight. So you just have to add more carbs there. And then this question from Anvay Meshram. He says, how is creatine as a supplement for muscle gain intensive workout? I think it's a very good. Creatine is an old school supplement. It's still considered to be very, very good. But again, remember, creatine will give you water. If you're trying to pack on muscle, it's amazing. It'll really help you with your intensive workout. If you're lifting about on your 70-80% 1 RM with about 6 to 8 repetitions, having creatine will add to about good 10 reps. It'll give you those extra 2 reps. One sec. Oh yeah, so I'll give you those extra reps in your training. I've got another one. Now I need to move to Facebook, guys, because there's questions on Facebook as well. So there is this question. Let me just pull it up. All right. So this question has come to me from Tank Sahib. He said, how do I remove my face fat? I just answered that question. Tank, for face fat, you can't lose face fat from face. You have to have you have to minimize your body fat overall holistically. That's the only way you can remove it. And my young Jess was asking me, Tarun sir, is how many exercises in a week enough? 1 exercise through 1 time or 2 times or in a week, sir? For any workout to be effective, you really have to train at least 3 days a week, minimum 3 days a week. That's the only way you can get to your workout goal or get to your fitness level. I think that's somebody trying to message me, guys, so just bear with me on that sound. The next question is from Shikhar Verma. He said, sir, can I eat wheat roti instead of brown bread or whole grain bread in my carb loading phase? If yes, then what should be the intake? So Shikhar, I think roti is the best option because bread, I've always told you guys that, bread has a lot of, it's actually white bread. What these companies do is they add caramel to it so that it becomes more like a wheat bread, but it's not, it's still made out of maida. So I think it's a great option for you to have roti over your bread for a carb loading phase. I think it's a perfect idea. What should be the intake? I think you should take it before your workout and after your workout. That should be the only carb loading phase. You don't have to take elsewhere depending on what your body structure is. Now comes more question. Yes, so there's more question is saying, Vikrant is asking me tips for clean bulking. Clean bulking, guys, the only tip. I've done a different video on it, but the best tip I can give you for clean bulking is this. It's the word itself, clean. Eat clean, man. Just because you're bulking doesn't mean you can eat any shit that comes your way. Just eat clean, eat good carbs, complex carbs. Just avoid fat just in the name of bulking. Don't eat shit. The best thing for you to bulk up is to have rice, brown rice, pastas, wheat pastas, chicken, fish. Everything remains the same in bulking, guys. The only thing that changes is your one or two extra carb meals. That's the only way you can do your bulking phase. And in that bulking phase, remember, you have to be very, very particular what you eat. Just because you're bulking doesn't give you a ticket or a license to eat anything that comes your way. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to turn off my chat so that I don't get this sound. See that? There you go. So down, no sound, no distraction, guys. I don't want and we're back, guys. It's technology again. Then next question is come to me from Arpit Tomar. Tomar, Jat. My wife's a Tomar. So he says, "Hi Tarun, I try my level best to do legs, but something pulls me back. I know this is the case with many people here. Could you please let us know how to do legs, how to get motivated, and your personal favorite leg exercise? And last, you're the best." So I'll tell you something. For legs, it's the one of the most ignored body part, guys. And I hate to say this, and I have to acknowledge it. Even I haven't been doing legs for a simple fact that I have an injury, but hey, that's no excuse. But the best way for you to get to your legs is to actually do a good leg workout. Yeah, the only way you can motivate yourself with your leg workout is to actually do a leg workout. And how you can do it, you have to put on some good music. Talk yourself out of it, man. That yes, you can work out. You will be able to perform this workout. That's the only way you can motivate yourself. And I can't. Nobody else in the world can. It's you versus you. Remember that you're the only one who will be able to do that workout. But I can only tell you, and my personal favorite leg exercise is actually leg press. I love it because it's not too harsh on you. Plus, it gives you the same pump as a squat would. But hey, that's my personal favorite. But again, guys, you have to do legs. Yeah, and we Indians, we really lack the lower body. We're so hell bent on the upper body. Lower body sometimes gets ignored. Now comes again. Amit is also asking me the leg workout. He says. Anunta, bro, what is the use of supporter? I've already answered that question. Varun is asking me, what would you like to, would you like to talk about recuperation time after an injury from back, my back last week in the gym. I have been doing physio session daily, getting better, taking rest and relaxing, but it gets very frustrating not being able to go to the gym. I need to know the rest time so that I don't get injured again. So guys, remember, injury is mostly to do with your mind than it's actually physical. Injury hits your mind, remember, more than anything else. So for you to get back to workout, it's all up to you. And we're back, guys. So yes, so I was talking about injury. So so the only way to fix an injury, guys, is to actually beat the injury. You have to not only tell yourself that I've been injured in the past, but you can get productive. You can be in a situation wherein you talk yourself out of it. That let's say, for example, I had a lower back injury, and all this while I couldn't do anything related to lower back. Even if I was fully recovered, I was like, I should not do this, I should not do that. But hey, that was my biggest mistake. You should not do that. If you it's nothing should let you stop. Remember Bhag Milka Bhag? He had a leg injury, he couldn't even run, but he still did. So it's all your mind, guys. It's how you kind of control your mind and take your mind to another level. So guys, I really have to kind of put a stop to this conversation here, because I think I'm also having a signal problem. Any one of you, I'll try to do these sessions every week so that it answers all your questions. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope it answered most of your queries. I'll keep doing this. I think I managed to answer good 25, 30 odd queries, which is pretty good running on my backlog. So any one of you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll keep doing these Q&A sessions for you to get your answers on. So until we meet again, peace, guys.